Rakdos has returned to Iratus, Lord of the Dead. Thank you guys for checking out the video. I sincerely appreciate it. If you found this enjoyable, if you found it entertaining, go ahead and leave a like, comment down below to let me know what I can do better. Help me name my units. If you desperately need all my videos in your life, then please subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell so you get alerted every time I post one. And without further ado, let us begin. Hello, Iratus. Seems like only yesterday we were marching our way through the final floor, laughing at these humans, scoffing at their mortal hubris. But yesterday, the Undead Legion was finally put in their place, and we lost a member of the Cursed Kings. It was a nameless wraith, so I was thinking about maybe making a graveyard with all of the names of my units who've died, but until we have a named unit die, we won't go that far exactly. We have enough parts to make any unit that we want. We also got this super awesome item, the Wedding Gift, which increases the Bride of Iratus' critical damage. So I was thinking, because we have the Bride of Iratus with two really good items, we are going to protect her. She's going to carry us through this early game. We're going to have to mold our playstyle around the things that we're given, and having those items this early means that we definitely try to focus on the bride, make sure she does not die on us. Can't lose those items. For what we're going to do here, I was thinking we're not going to bring the Banshee out on this low life. It's just asking for her to die senselessly. What we're actually going to do is replace our Wraith that never hit level 3. So we are going to return our beloved member of the Cursed Kings.
Creation. Perhaps the warnings were just superstitions.
We're going to ensure Iratus that the warnings were not superstition by, bam, dropping the brain here, and we are going to upgrade the Ghostly Fire. Which route is it that I like? Okay, so this one here does quite a bit more damage for the curse and for the initial hit. And this one over here hits 3 enemies. So let's add this up. So it's going to do 45% for 2 turns. So that right there is 90%, plus another 45 from the initial hit. So that is going to be 135% to 2 targets. So they're going to be taking... this move itself does... so 270% stress in all. Let's go here. This is going to do 30 for each unit, so 90. And it's going to hit 3 people, so 90, 180, 270. Is that the same? Yeah, it's just more spread out. This one gives initiative, and this one gives a little dread. Initiative is way better. One initiative is way better than one dread. One dread is super minuscule compared to how powerful this one initiative is. I do like hitting more enemies. This helps us get around Ward. You know, when we get down to only a few enemies left, this won't be as strong. It'll only be able to hit 2 people. Once we get down to at least 2 enemies, this will ensure that it's super powerful, even when 2 enemies are remaining, and that one initiative I just cannot pass up. So we're going to go with the Cursed Flames.
Now, prove yourself worthy of my investment.
And then for the stats, we're going to give initiative. And now we do want the Dark Knight to go first on most rounds. He has 7 initiative, and so does the Wraith at this moment. So let's give accuracy. 6 for 1 is super good. Now where do we go? I think another accuracy. There we are. I might end up putting a lot of points into his evasion, just because dodging in a team like this is very good. But for right now, we'll leave that 1 point hanging. Okay, you get switched out. And I don't have a spare slot in here to put her, so she's just going to sit here. And in the other, in the normal difficulty, she would be healing, but in this one she does not. We have 2 talent points to spend for Iratus. We got to think really wisely about how we want to spend this, and pay attention to these arrows, so I don't make another mistake. What do we need here? We got the plus to accuracy. I really like going for this as fast as possible. Start of each turn, a minion heals 5 vigor if Iratus has 75% or more wrath. It's one of the only ways that we can heal our minions in combat. Ultimate abilities cost 10 wrath less. This is also really good. Iratus restores 5 mana after each fight. That's very, very good right off the bat. Give our minions some extra dread. How about we heal mana after each fight, maybe? That's going to net us a ton of mana in the long run and not have to make us work so hard to get our mana back after each fight. Or we could start progressing downwards. You know, we don't have our mana under control yet. We are restoring most of what we lose each fight, but let's help us out.
All are at my command.
Okay. Might even have to end up getting this. I would have never considered it, but having the distillation heal us twice as much. I would rather not use distillation, but if we have to, we have to. Increase the amount of Digger Souls received at the end of battle by 25%. I did say that we were in desperate need for Digger Souls. I already have enough stuff to use my mana on at the moment. I have Hail of Teeth. I have Amok. Those are 2 pretty different spells. So I think I'm safe taking something here. Increases the chance to receive uncommon or better parts by 25%. I think it's all about the Digger Souls right off the bat. Yeah.
The formulae reveal their secrets.
There we go. And then a little bit of power for our units here. For Mr. Mummy, you can't give yourself any initiative with this many points. Accuracy looks good. Let's give you some dread, man. Wow, 1 for 4 though for the luck. It's pretty good, but since we have 2 points to spend, we'll do the dread. Alright, who else needs it? You do. I thought you did. Said, oh yeah, there we go. Magic resistance, armor. Let's go armor for now. We're not fighting a lot of magic things. We'll even it out. There we go. He's got points to spend as well. So it looks like I, in the last one, maybe looked at him and then just decided to save him. I do want his initiative maxed out, so I am going to save those, because his initiative, him going first, is very important for this team concept. The Shade is the only one that can get away with not being hurt, or with going into a battle hurt. I didn't even really look at our floor map here, but it seems that we're heading to a fountain. I didn't even see that. So what that means is that I can actually get all my units healed. And right now, I think I'm going to take that opportunity. Even though I made the Wraith. Yeah. I could get full mana, but we can get mana in other ways. I think I am just going to take that opportunity to get full healed. Wow, a Fountain of Restoration actually being useful? Wow. Good always wins. Full. Sweet. Alright, now we have flexibility on who we take out. We got the Braces of Madness last time, and I do think we're going to run these.
Item finds its way into my capable hands.
So let's compare these to the Drums of War that we used every single time in most of the fights on our last run. Drums of War gave us 3 initiative for the first 2 turns. No drawback. This thing gives us +5 initiative for the entire fight. So what this will do is guarantee that all of our minions act before the enemy. That's a pretty powerful guarantee. This one does have a small drawback. Instead of fading out after 2 turns, it has minus 15 accuracy. So every once in a while, our unit will miss and skip its turn. But the trade-off for the guaranteed going first, I think, is worth it. Plus, we've already invested a lot into our unit's accuracy in some ways, so I think this should be fine. Especially if we're using the Banshee, who will be lowering the enemy's evasion, ideally. So we are going to be using, we're not going to be using the Bride for this one, we are going to be using the Banshee. I think that these guys, and then can the Mummy do Hex Beam from the back? He can't, unfortunately. Super unfortunately. The Wraith can do good things from the back, but only single target, really. For right now, we don't need the multi-angled attack that the Shade provides. We really just need to drive people crazy. So I think we're going to do this. And we're going to use the Wraith to single target people down. Yeah. We'll be using Necrotic Wind. Removes all buffs. Okay. I think that should be fine. We'll use this team. And then the Banshee has some points that we can spend, and it's just going to be accuracy. We just need these people to hit, especially now that we have that huge accuracy penalty. We finally get into a fight. Alright. We have our first... Oh no, I think we did have a spellcaster fight in the last one. Should be okay. We've prepared as much as we possibly can. Let's fight. So, as you can see, all of our units get to go first. We are actually going to wait on a couple of our units here, because we do want the Dark Knight to have his stance up. So we are going to, you know what, we're going to use, I keep doing that, we're going to use Amok on the Dark Knight, because I realized that they cannot be critically hit, so it does not matter if I reduce their luck down below 0, their feature keeps them from being critically hit. And then we are going to wait. Now get into your stance. Bam. Alright. Salarendo, make sure that these fools do not dodge. Yes, now they lose their evasion, guaranteeing us to hit with the follow-ups. And we're going to drop the Vengeance Beam. Boom. Start our Insanities. Boom. Three Insanities, let's watch them. Hopeless, Weakness, Panic. Good. No insane Insanities that are going to cause them to have a lot of extra bonus against us. We can't let him be in the front. Nice, good armor absorb. See, Salarendo reducing their attack is huge. I'm sure it helped out a lot there as well. He got a debuff for hitting the Mummy, so he gets counterattacked. And now lastly, we can use Necrotic Wind to remove this buff and make them lose all initiative. Bam, huge stress damage, and he gets hit here as well, because he received a debuff. This, just after that one upgrade to all of our units and their primary abilities, they are already functioning much more similarly to like the Scare Squad with how they, with how all their moves fall into place. So you can see how important it is, how insanely important it is to get these upgrades. We don't want you to be alive. You're probably the scariest here, so let's hit you with a Necrotic Wind.
Ooh,
Dead.
This one voided its bowels just as it
Murderer! We are going to... Here's a tough call. Do we go back into the stance? I think so. I think we go back into the stance. They're all very close to dying. Now, I can't push him to the back, but that's okay. On his turn, all he'll do is start. Already destroying hard mode. Not destroying. In our first run ever, Meyer, not first run ever, but in our last video, we lost a unit for the first time. We lost a Wraith, one of these units, and we've rebuilt him since. So maybe we will call this Wraith the Terminator. He's been reborn. Stronger than ever. But yeah, we're using tons of different units. Check this out. Boom. Get countered. Boom. Yeah. Your skin shall boil, your legs shall wither, your teeth will fall out. That's such a pleasant greeting. That's how I should greet people. Hi there. Your skin will boil, your flesh will wither, your teeth will fall out. Scream at him. Please die. Nope, no death. Well, we'll block that at least. Please kill. Yes! Yes! Yes. Necrotic Wind. Just take all of his sanity away. Nice. Good fight. That Fountain of Restoration helped a ton. And we're starting to get items. Got a level 5 brain. That's super important. Some dynamite. Void Pendant is good. Plus 16 spell power in the beginning is just solid. And then what do we got here? A Wraith only item. Never seen this before. The Wraith receives 2 evasion for each block or ward applied. 5 evasion, sorry. Can't read. Weird. Whoa, that's actually huge. Doesn't the Wraith start with like 2 blocks and 2 wards? Am I crazy? 4 souls, alright. The Wraith does start with 2 blocks and 2 wards. So this, off the bat, gives 15 evasion. And then, can he gain more? Yes, he can gain. I can actually equip him with 2 more blocks and 2 more wards in total. Which means that he could have 40% evasion just with the Phantom Clothes, not including how much evasion that I give him. This can be upgraded 7 times, assuming it stays plus 4 each time. 7 times 4 is 28. So he would have 68 evasion. That's a hard man to hit. Is that how we build him? Yes. It is definitely how we build him, because normally we don't have him here in the back. The first position that I had him in was like this. Remember, this is the Cursed King's team, right here. So he's up front. He relies on his blocks and his wards to sustain him until the battle gets to a point where we're winning. Yeah, it is a super uphill battle. We're getting almost no souls to upgrade our graveyard. We're having to play things totally differently. Speaking of differently, we're going to put that on. And then we're going to see if we need anything in our talents. Let's try to pick up some just value talents here so that we can start getting passive bonuses. And then we'll switch gears back over into the spells once we get a little bit further when we need the really strong spells. So next basic one I want to get is Amateur Surgeon. Increases the chance of receiving uncommon or better parts by 25%.
Through transformation, the will becomes free.
I think we can do that now. I think we can take that. And we are going to throw somebody into the mortuary here. Who will it be? Who will it be? It's either going to be the Banshee or the Mummy. Mr. Wraith has become the Terminator. Sweet. I never trust myself with spelling of anything anymore. Alright. So we'll switch back to this. That's fine. And then we will throw her in there. Every little bit of health that we can gain. Our units do not heal life out of combat, Meyer, at all. So, like, if she was hurt and I went and I did a bunch of fights with these guys, she would not heal at all. So this mortuary is going to be pretty crowded. At the end of the last episode, we got this. Increases the critical damage dealt by the Bride of Iratus by 50%. So we have Bride of Iratus here, and she also has the Serpent Skull. If she starts her turn in position 3 or 4, she gains 3 luck, so that's crit chance, and 3% critical damage till the end of battle. So by doing this, it's pretty risky and scary, because this means we really cannot lose this woman. We really want to keep her alive, but just with this, she's super strong, super powerful. Okay, so... And because I know that we are never going to use these bones for transmuting, we might as well just use them. So she needs to definitely live no matter what. Maybe some HP. Maybe a little bit of life. Maybe life and evasion. Seems pretty good. Life and evasion. She just cannot die on us no matter what. Do we give her her alternate skin? I think so. I think she's special enough. Maybe even name. Alright. So she's the very first one to be kitted out with items in our team. To have double items. We are going to name her... Oh, geez. Savior. She is going to carry us, sniping out the humans from a great distance before they ever have a chance to lay a finger on her beloved Iratus. Alright. Let's go. What do we have here? Another fight. That's fine. We are going to be getting so many steals on this route, so I am totally fine with taking all these fights. I think we calculated we're going to get like 6 steals if everything works out. We have an elite fight in a regular battle. Don't like that, but what can you do? Not much prep to do for this fight either, so I think we just head straight in. Yes. We're not going to use her, right? Could use her. I do kind of want her to level up as quickly as possible. Her or the shade, her or the shade, her or the shade. I think the shade is a little bit better in what we're doing. For just for right now. Just keeping our guys alive and absorbing mana. We'll go here. Alright, Cursed Kings. Do not fail me. We've already lost 1 unit on the first floor. I bring misfortune to the lads. Alright, so just kind of as we did with the counterattack team, we're going to have these units wait until he's in his stance. Ideally, we want the Dark Knight to be going first. So we're going to use him.
Rage released.
And we're going to wait. I am worthy. I love that. You are worthy. Plant your sword into the ground so that they may despair. Why continue to fight? We are going to use Black Light, and we're going to mess with your accuracy, Mr. Man. No accuracy for you today. Or do we use Trick of the Eye off the bat? No, definitely Black Light. Minus 30 accuracy. Take that counterattack for the debuff. Vengeance Beam.
Antediluvian evil comes for you.
Rack it up. Your teeth will fall out. Hi, nice to meet you. Your teeth will fall out. Yeah. Do your little firecracker. This will also be not very strong. Oh, that knocks you out of your stance, though. Okay, you get into a stance. What about you? 1 damage? Seems strong. Now that he's not in his stance any longer, well, it's the same move. We're still sticking to the same plan here. Going to Cursed Flames. Hit these guys for a lot of stress. There we go. Now we're going to get him back into his stance. We need to move him out of his stance. That won't be hard. That's the Shade's job. So, plant your sword again, Mighty King. The fight must continue, I'm sorry to say. We are going to use Black Light to get this guy out of his stance and lower his accuracy. Yeah, quit that. Huge counterattack. And now, we really want these 2 units to die, because they are the primary damage dealers. let's check their insanities before I see that, or before they start doing crazy things. Weakness, okay, that's one that benefits us. That's it. Okay. And then, ooh, do we do an amplify curses? The Mummy's Wrath ability just does a absolute metric ton of stress. It's like a single target stress nuke. It does so much stress damage. Right now, since we're in the stance right here, we just want to do as much area of effect debuffs as possible. Huge. Alright, we got another insanity. Weakness, that's one that benefits us. Perfect. Take another hit. Alright. They're getting low. They're not critting either, so they're not restoring. Don't crit. Sweet.
One more for
Yes, they're gonna die. They're all gonna die. Alright. Well, you did your best to interrupt my man's stance, and for that, I applaud you. But you will die now. No, not yet. So we're gonna start restoring our mana, because the enemy units should die. Should die. Please die. There we go. And then we're going to move the Wraith up one. How much mana is that? 3? That's worth it because we're going to restore some mana with him. Or we could Void Claws, and just kill someone. See, this is what's so awesome about the Shade, is that I don't need to hope that they die to stress. I don't need to hope that. The Shade just says, oh, you're at 0 stress, you're dead. Oh, that did not kill, but it did a metric ton. I guess we can kill with this. I do kind of want them to die before their turn, and I don't see another way to do that except by either killing with the zombie here, or sorry, the mummy and hoping, or by using Hail of Teeth. Hail of Teeth still could not kill if I get very unlucky with the rolls. That was very unfortunate. I guess we'll do this.
Extinction of life.
He's actually won. He's truly actually won. That makes me sad. Please die at the beginning of your turn. Don't crit me. Just die. Whew. Well, we had a little bit of a moment there. Meyer, I don't know if you saw exactly how this team works, but when we get down to almost the end of the fight, we have moves like this Dark Portal to get Iratus to recover mana. So we can just sit here with one enemy and kind of cheese it out and create a situation where we are very hard to hurt and we can just sit back here and gain mana. So he actually needs to be closer up front to use. Oh no, wait, he can use Dark Tides from the back. Cool. So we have we don't restore mana out of combat at all, almost. So this is what we do to kind of mitigate that as much as we can, so we can use our spells. You don't have any moves that don't just murder this guy except this. I'm trying to keep him in the dodgy cloud. So yeah, we'll do this.
Being born.
Yep, he didn't let us milk it. Yeah. We do have to cheese it out. We do have to. They're going to stack up all of the odds against us. We are going to use the most powerful, and if that means cheesiest, then cheesiest tactics that we're going to employ to make this work. So there we go. We got a little bit of healing on the Banshee. Bring the Banshee out and switch it out for either the Mummy or the Shade. It's going to be the Mummy. Put the Banshee back here. I'm worried about not using Savior. I want her to get experience. We'll worry about that in a moment. Let's get our items. Ancient Coffin filled with items. Come on, something good. Well, I recognize the middle one, and the middle one is busted. Oh, I recognize this one too. I think this one over here is bad. Bull Skull. Start of the minion's turn, they get if they're in position 1 or 2, they get 5 vigor till the end of battle, stack 5 times. It's really good. Yes, the Essence of Mind. Minion restores 15% of damage dealt as mana. That's huge. So big. And increases damage dealt to elite enemies by 20%. Never found that super useful, so it's going to be between these two. The Bull Skull is very, very good for the Dark Knight, because the Dark Knight has a ton of armor and resistance. They just don't have a lot of vigor. So increasing their vigor greatly increases their longevity. Essence of Mind is obviously just so good for continuing to spam our spells, which is exactly what we wanted to do in this run, is have spells that we can constantly cast. If we pick the Essence of Mind, who does it go on? That's the big question. Last time we had it on the Blood Phantasm, who could deal like 120 plus damage per hit if the enemy had a bunch of debuffs on him. So that restored our mana a ton. So either somebody who does a ton of single target damage, or somebody who hits everybody. I kind of want to put it on the Wraith, but I like the evasion route that we started taking with the Wraith, and there might be another item down the road that increases his dodge, which I think would be way better, to just stack up dodge, make him unhittable. Banshee does always attack, actually. Banshee is always going to be doing damage in this party, no matter what. She can't. Well, she can already restore our mana, actually, with her Absorb Fear. So maybe somebody who can't absorb our mana. Let's do the Bull Skull. This helps us more immediately, and our team can already cheese at the end of fights and restore mana a little bit. As strong as this is, it's better near the end of the game when we can do tons of damage. Right now, we're still like weak, so we're gonna just try to survive. This goes straight onto you. Boop. We didn't put this on. We didn't put this on? Why? Why did we not put that on? Okay, there. Okay. So, we're good on the Terminator. We are good on these units. Let's spend their points here, actually. I really like putting more dodge into her. Just got to keep our units alive and healthy. We did put a lot into accuracy. I wonder if this will go up to 2 if we put a point into it. I hope not. Dang it. I guess we could do 1 for luck. That's fine. That's a pretty huge luck boost for just 1 point. Shade leveled up. Shade's going to get some more armor, maybe. Let's see, what would you really need? Maybe blocks and wards would be pretty good for the Shade as well. More accuracy also would be very good. Let's save up. And I think we were saving up on the Dark Knight as well. 1 for 6 accuracy, though. Gotta do it. I'm a sucker for that accuracy. Cannot miss. We cannot miss. If we miss, it's like skipping a whole turn. And then we actually are going to do this 1 for 4 evasion. Start the evasion train on this guy. Alright, now we do have enough Digger Souls to unlock the second area of the Mortuary, which is what I'm actually going to do first. I know I talked about kind of unlocking the first level of each of these, but our units being unable to heal out of combat means we just need the hospital. We just need the hospital. If we end a fight with 2 units in tons of pain, only being able to heal 1 of them, it's just too restricting. So we're gonna go ahead and make another Wraith here and open that up.
Why do I get this sinking feeling in my putrefied gut?
It'll be okay, Iratus. Everything is fine. No need to worry. We're just building cursed wraiths.
Unholy masonry.
Perfect. And now we have the option to heal the Shade and bring in Savior, which we should take. If you remember from the first playthrough, I I never took in a unit to a fight that was hurt. Not even a little bit hurt. That was like my what is it? My credo, my code. Because even if they're missing a little bit of life, it just increases their chances of dying of something bad happening. But in this playthrough, I won't always have that luxury. So I definitely, yeah, Meyer, you're 100% right. I need this hospital. And then we'll bring in Savior. What do we got here? Another random elite, and the madman with the firecracker should be fine. That elite's not the hardest of units to take out. They're a little tough when we get them on the battlefield by themselves, but we should be okay. Should be okay. Everything's good here. Yep. No need to take in the bundle of dynamite. Let them fight. Let them fight. Let the slaughter commence. That's right. We're gonna use... We can't have her wait as much as I would love to. I normally would want the Dark Knight to go first here, but the problem is if I don't use a Salarando and I wait, all of these guys get their first round to hit me without being debuffed. This debuff is huge. Once she screams at them, they lose 6 attack and 12 evasion. This also helps all my other units hit with their moves, so I absolutely need to use this turn for protection purposes. And we are going to buff up you. Yeah. Scream at them. Alright, and we are going to... We could either use Overwatch or Warning Shot. I think we're going to use Warning Shot because we're going to be killing them with stress. We're not going to be killing them with physical damage. And who needs to be killed first on the stress? It's probably going to be... Well, this dude has the absolute lowest sanity. He's only got 55. Look at that.
Left to reanimate.
Almost, that is his whole sanity bar. Just took away his entire sanity bar. That was a good call. Unfortunately, our Dark Knight moves last, so we can't... You know what? We are going to wait with the Wraith to double up on the debuff stance, because the Wraith does not provide a debuff to them that we need to defend ourselves. We will wait with him. How much evasion does he have? 24. Exactly how much we thought he would have, so it's a cool item. Alright, and now do what you need to do. Go into No Tomorrow. And then, come on. Hurt me. Alright, you're making your own units lose sanity. Uh-oh, that's actually pretty bad. Because he's going to lighten up. So, next time this guy goes, he's going to blow up and pretty much kill everything around him. So what we need to do is move him. Or kill him. That's awful. We are going to try both. Yep. And now we are going to interrupt his stance, which I still don't think will fully stop him once he's used this stance, but we'll see. We'll see. He should still be lit on fire, yeah. So he's still set to blow up. We need to move him back again. Oh man, this is really bad. I don't know if I can. I could swap everybody to random positions by using Terror Wave, but there's no guarantee that that will put him in... I mean, there's a 25% chance he ends here, which is bad. There's a 25% chance he ends here, which is bad. And there's a 50% chance he ends in either of these two, which is really good. Do we just go all out for the kill? We'll do this.
So, this is what 1,000 years of evolution looks like? Pathetic.
We need to make sure this guy dies. There's no real easy way to do that. 57. That's a lot of stress. And then we can scream, which also moves the target to a random position and is a stress attack. So 33% chance, 33% chance, 33% chance. No, we're gonna use a Celerando because even if he doesn't die to this, then we need him to lose attack, so maybe the explosion doesn't do as much damage. Oh, we're in for some trouble. Please die, please die, please die, please die, please die, please die, please die. Oh my goodness. Oh. That was so close. That was so close. This guy's gonna get away, which is fine. Get out of here, buddy. Okay. We need to heal the Dark Knight, though. Before that, will we get a chance to? No. Fortunately not. Not a big heal, at least. We can heal him a little bit, but... just do what we can. Do we milk this guy? Yeah. We're gonna get full mana off you, buddy. Because we can. And we should. That was a huge boost to our mana. She can restore people's sanity and gain mana based on how much she restored. And we're going to try to heal the Dark Knight up a little bit. There we go. Just keep going crazy, buddy. It's okay. And then we are going to... Wail, give all of our minions plus dread. Plus a huge amount of dread. And now... Bam! 47 non-crit. Yep. Totally fine with that. Heal up again. What's the order here? Unfortunately, she goes last. I was gonna have her try to restore some more mana, but let's just go for the kill. No, hanging in there. Nah, he's gone. Crit was too much. Oh yes, the grappling hook. The grappling hook. Yes. We used this item for so long in the first playthrough, and a level 5 brain. Things are looking up. 5 Digger Souls from the graveyard. That's really good. We're gonna go ahead and slap that in there. Perfect. And as you can see, now that we have a couple upgrades to the Digger Souls production, we can start opening up these level 1s every fight. So we're gonna quickly get all of these to level 1. The first and foremost being the Abode of Wrath, I think. Starting the battle with Wrath is just super good for helping us sustain, or sorry, for helping us have like a head start. So we need a Dark Knight to feed. Welcome to the army.
To him, the world is as hollow as his armor.
Alright, so... Dark Knight, bam.
Most warriors pay homage to the bloodthirsty gods of old, whether they know it or not. I might be the only one left who has the insight to petition them directly.
Might be the only one left, Iratus. You are the only one left. You are Mr. Chosen One. Thank you so much for joining me, everyone. I sincerely appreciate it. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. And as always, peace, peace.